This is an introduction to the BL-NavLV-N aircraft light system. So we have the controller unit here, and we've hooked up the RC receiver to the input, and we have 1 meter of cables here, and you can see the LEDs, ultra bright LEDs at this end. So there's the navigation ones, the landing lights and the strobe. And we've also got the Brinell lenses, which can be mounted on the aircraft frame itself. There's an easy to follow quick start guide, 2 pages, there and there, and a USB cable which can be used to connect your unit up to the PC for advanced settings and checking the health of your LiPo battery or any connected battery. We also have a power supply here and a Futaba transmitter, and we'll be testing out this unit in just a moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect the BL-NavLV-N to a standard battery here. We have a 3-cell LiPo battery. It can be connected to any cell from 1 to 6 cells up to about 25 volts. So we plug it in, the unit will boot up, and then the navigation lights will light up. So here we have the navigation lights, strobe, and here we have the landing lights. Now I've also got the Futaba receiver connected here, so the receiver connects to the input of the controller. Of course, you can also connect your gear servo output signal into this input, and then the landing lights will come on coincident with your gear deployment. So let's just try that. I've mapped it in this case onto my output 5. So I switch on and off, and you see the landing lights here switching on and off with my switch 5. Okay, the other main function of this unit is to detect low battery. So there are 2 modes here. You can detect low battery after a certain preset time. If you have a certain length of time that you normally fly for, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever, that can be set up on the dip switches. Or you can arrange for the unit to measure the voltage on the battery itself and come up with a warning flashing sequence when the battery itself voltage is low. So let's unplug the LiPo battery here and connect up to a power supply that will mimic the battery. Switch that on. Now we've set this to about 12 volts to show 3-cell LiPo. Now everything's fine. Let's just wind down the voltage here, and you'll see that when there's a low battery condition that you get this special flash sequence. Also the landing lights will flash in the same way. So when you're flying around, it should be pretty evident that you've got a low battery condition and you can come down to land. This flashing sequence will automatically go back to the normal flashing sequence after a preset time. This is auto snooze mode, so that you can come in for landing with a nice navigation lights. Okay, that's the main features. Thanks for listening. Let me just show you what the Brinell lens looks like here. It's a very small lens which can be mounted on the aircraft body, and then the LED can then be put inside here. There's plenty of space inside, and what it does is it gives you a greater field of view and gives you more of a realistic look. So 8 of these are supplied with the unit. Another feature of the BL-NavLV-N and also the S version, which is the super bright version, is that we have a BEC output, so it's a 5-volt output. This can be used to power other LEDs. For example, over here I have another Bluelight product, which is a wing detail, blue wing detail lights here, 12 lights on each strip, so you've got 24 LEDs, which are quite high brightness blue lights, and a small LED driver here. So let me just go ahead and plug this into the BEC output here. And you can see here some nice bright blue lights, which will look nice on the wings. You may not actually see these as blue colour due to the camera not being very good at picking up colour when the lights are rather bright. I can try to just reflect the light off of the paper here. You can get an idea that it's blue colour. Okay, thanks for listening.